excited for today. Going to be a good day. I hope everybody else has a kick-ass one. So let's get this party started. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Jason Gulick. I am joined by my co-host, Mark Deeds Klodzinski. 5:30 a.m. in AZ. It is 7:30 a.m. in Houston, Texas. And we are joined across the pond by our friend Squeegee Rich in Devon, UK. Good morning, Squeegee Rich. What is shaking? And thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Well, it's morning to you guys. Good
he's
morning.
Clapping. I got to cue the clapping.
Yeah, there's your round.
There we go.
There's your round
here in the UK.
Yeah, it's afternoon there, but we're just waking up.
Waking up. Yeah, that's good.
How many we already get done today while the rest of us lazy bones are just getting up and getting started?
I generally do a bit of commercial on a Friday, so I do a McDonald's franchise inside and out, and then I've had 3 pubs, and then I just had a gutter clearance, all fascia clean on another guy's house. So I've been going flat out to make sure I get back in time for this.
Cool. Sorry guys,
Well,
I'm usually not in a hurry, but
it means a ton to us, and we're super glad that you joined us. And you really just tell your clients, hey, I got to go. I got a podcast across the pond, so we'll catch up next week.
Yeah. See you later.
The point for next time.
Well, we appreciate it. Seriously, it's big time that you're joining us. I want to tell you personally, I really enjoy a lot of the content that you create and you put out, and the energy that you give back to the community. A lot of us post and create content, and some, people are saying, oh, I want to do more. And a lot of times that energy that you give back to the community is reciprocated. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the love you get back from some of your friends and some of your peeps, all, internationally?
Yeah, I started out posting stuff because of Cow. It came about with Cow, who was on with you maybe a month or so ago. I saw some, I think he was posting something on Facebook, and I said, what's this you're doing? And I was social media absent at that point. I was sort of 10, 15 years away from Facebook, everything. It just brought nothing to my life, so I just binned it off. But then when I started the business, I had to create a business Facebook, and I saw some of the stuff Cow was doing. I thought, I'll do a bit of that. And then it sort of snowballed. So I don't know.
We are.
It just happened. I don't know. But I do get some comments from people, which I appreciate. But I was only on TikTok to start with, and it's probably only maybe 12 months ago I started. Well, it wasn't even that long ago I started doing a bit on Facebook and Instagram. But they don't. TikTok's where I like to post stuff, really. That's where I get more of the positive stuff. Facebook just seems to be a breeding ground for idiots. So I can't post on there, and if I want to rage bait someone, I will. But I just not.
He said, really. If I want to rage bait someone,
I'm not really into social media.
I was missing out because I was never getting any abuse. I saw people were getting abused, and I thought I want a bit of that. And then you get a bit, and you're like, yeah, but it's all right. But I'm not bothered by it. It's a funny old game.
He said, thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, but you can tell that the people that are trying to sort of put it on you are very easy to wind up. So you just know they're sat at home with the steam coming from their ears, and and it's like, just keep quiet, otherwise I'll keep going.
Job well done, mate. Job well done.
Yeah.
So, originally, we were talking right before we came on live. You mentioned you're originally from Devon, UK. And
yeah. So
the first thing I asked was, oh, so you're by Cal. And you started to tell me a story, and I was like, nope, hold on to that. Hold it. So how do you and Cal know each other?
Yeah, so I think you probably saw my article in the AWC magazine this month. So there's a bit there about how I started. So when I was 11, my dad left. My mum got a boyfriend a few years later. I don't know when it was, 3-4 years later. And I had my older brothers. Well, the boyfriend happened to work for Cal's dad. So my mum's boyfriend had worked for Cal's dad. My brother had just turned 15. So then he worked for Cal's dad's business, or I think he might have worked for the brother, because Cal's uncle was a window cleaner. And then as I sort of hit 15, my brother joined the army. And then I started working for Cal's dad. And I've actually got 4 brothers, and we've all worked for JMJ Cal's business.
Awesome.
And my youngest brother still works with Cal now. But I've sort of moved away. I moved away 15 odd years ago, but I'm only still 45 minutes up the road.
Yeah. That's outstanding. And it's so cool to see how full circle this whole business can be.
It's great. Yeah.
It's pretty wild. I'll share a quick story real quick. Yesterday, I was out doing some bids, and I was with my guy, Billy, and we hardly ever get an opportunity to roll together in the same truck. And so Billy and I are rolling in the same truck. We get a phone call, and it takes us to this neighborhood where he and I used to do some work together 20 years ago. And, we were reminiscing about how this house took us 2 days to do when we were kids. And now, and he's like, can you believe my dad we only got paid $600 to do that. And like, it took us 2 days to do it. We probably, $7 times 7. I probably made, oh man, are you there?
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
We see you.
All right. The screen did it, what it does to me. So anyways, he says, can you believe? Yeah, I am on the laptop. He says to me, can you believe that we only got paid $600? So I probably made $60 that day, and he probably made, $85 that day. And, his dad made $400.
And he's gone. See, the problem with Jason is he talked.
I can't hear you now, Mark, either.
Oh, weird. Testing 1 2. Testing. Interesting. Testing 1 2 3. Is this working? It appears that I'm working on the live stream.
It's just me, guys. Just hang on.
Yeah, no problem. We're gonna wait for Jason to pop in. Boop, there he is. Jason, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Man, that whole
Mark's gone silent on us as well, Goo.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
I can hear you, Jason.
All right. Can everybody hear me now? So yeah, it's funny to think about how easy or how this whole industry can come full circle many years down the road. Like you're mentioning 15 years and Billy and I 20 years. It's so wild to think where people's journeys start and then how far they come or grow and the people they get to know and interact with. So it's pretty rad that you and Cal are still buds, to see everybody interacting. And now to see this whole Shine On thing going on too is really amazing.
Yeah, that's just really cool. That I think it's great. We sometimes we have quiet spells. This time of year everyone goes mad busy. We just sort of, but we try to keep it going, because I think when we started it, we used to do a challenge every week, and then the ideas started to sort of dry up, and it's like, oh, let's just go to once a month. And then it's interesting what challenges some people will get involved in. Like if you're doing a speed challenge, how fast can you clean that window? People don't get involved, and I think it's because they think like someone's going to judge how good they are and all this sort of stuff. Yeah. So the ones that seem to do well are like the one we've had with the no handle, because it's just a bit of fun. But even though I've seen people say, oh, I'm not going to do it because I'm too old to have someone give me stick about using a channel, and it's like, just do it, fuck them. But
yeah. And that's a really great thing about that, the Shine On community, especially. Everybody's really supportive. We were talking about sometimes, on the Facebook, you get people that give you shit, or whatever, and it just feels like there's a difference between giving someone shit and ribbing. You know what I mean? Like a good old fashioned ribbon. A good old fashioned ribbon is poking your buddy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Poking and talking shit to somebody you don't know. That's not ribbing. That's just being a dick.
Projecting your inner issues.
I do laugh at a lot of them, because I think I did one the other week. It was a Friday, and I cleaned the pole and brushed the thing out. I don't do it every Friday, but I like to keep my tools slip. I look after it. And so I was like, you should be working and doing an extra house. If you'd done an extra house every Friday, you could buy another pole quicker, and I've done enough work.
Yeah, and how do you know what I've done before? Like,
No.
Never
The
mind.
Canadian government has apologized for Eddie Stewart
forget
on
about
many
them.
occasions.
So what are your plans for the rest of the day? You gonna hang out? You gonna visit? You got a good, schedule for the weekend? Are you off? What are you up to?
I do. So I pick the kids up 3 days a week. Fridays is one of them. So another couple hours. I got to pick the two youngest up from school, and I've got them all weekend because my wife's away. She went away this morning with her sister. She's gone to see American comedian. She's gone to see Matt Rife.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's in Manchester. So they've gone up there. But I planned working, so the in-laws are coming tomorrow to have the kids. While I'm going pressure washing tomorrow. I don't normally work weekends, but I've got 3 or 4 just small backyard areas to pressure wash. I don't do much pressure washing, but just enough to justify having the machine.
Yeah.
So that'll be.
Yeah, I do a lot of pressure washing.
And then Sunday, I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
No, take the day off, relax. The wife's out of town.
Besides pressure washing, what else? Like, do you offer other services other than window cleaning and pressure washing? Do you try to stay window cleaning only, or kind of like what you said? I have the machine, I have to justify using it. What is your favorite aspect of home service in our industry?
It's mostly window cleaning, but I do gutter clearances and then the old UPVC cleans. But to be honest, I don't really have time for much more else. My window cleaning rounds built. It's really busy now. I think I've taken another 30 customers on in the last 6 weeks. And over here, they're regular cleans every 6 weeks. So I've got nearly 300 that I do every 6 weeks. So it's just a rotation constantly, and I can't keep taking them on. I've either got to employ someone, which brings a headache, or just shut the books up, I think.
Well, the Pumpkin Plan would say to keep 20% of your top.
But can you hear him?
No, I can't.
Can anyone hear me? Testing.
Yeah, we can hear you, Deeds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Pumpkin Plan is take 20% of your customers and then fire the rest and then raise your prices, etc. But with 300 customers, you don't.
Can you hear Deeds, Jason?
Yes, I can.
I can't.
Oh, weird.
Oh, that's weird. So Deeds,
give me money.
So are we having an issue here? Let's see here.
There might be an issue.
I think when you dropped off just now, I lost the ability to hear what Deeds was saying. I don't know if anyone else in the chat can hear.
Can you hear Deeds? Anybody?
Yeah, and I don't have my comment section up anymore, so I'm not sure. I can't see. I had to drop it. Drop. Let's see here. Let's get back in there. I can get back in there. So he was mentioning to you, Rich, like the Pumpkin Plan basically is
Tim Ferriss's book about.
There's a plan to where you drop 20% of your clients and then increase the price on the other. But if you already have 300 clients, it's in pretty good shape.
The plan is to keep the 300 clients and just keep increasing their prices.
There you go.
I'm doing it now. I do a biannual. I've decided I'm going to do.
Let's see. Sorry, I just turned on. There you go. Let's see here. I just brought up. I apologize, guys. I just brought up the other screen so I could see if others could still hear. Apologies.
So on my commercial, they get an annual increase, and on my residential, it's every other year. Because I don't want to be upsetting them for a little increase, so I'd rather do it every other year, but a bit bigger increase. And I've split them half and half, so every year half of them will get an increase, and then the following year the other half. So it's like every year the revenue's still increasing, and I've done quite well with upselling the other stuff like the gutters and stuff, because nearly every client I've got has something else done throughout the year. So I don't need any more clients.
Nice,
awesome. So
that's a good problem to have.
Deeds is like, that's a good problem to have. What brought you to the industry? You said you were in the military before?
No, my brother joined the military. I went for a recruitment interview, but I've never liked the idea of being told what to do. So that was as far as I got. I walked away.
Same.
Yeah, but no, I cleaned windows with Cal's dad from about 15, probably right through until I was about 25. Not full time. I had a full time job, but if I had days off or my full time job, I think I only worked 4 days a week. So I worked with Cal's dad, and back then all I wanted to do was get a proper job, and I somehow found myself being a lifeguard at a swimming pool. How that's a proper job, I don't know.
But because
And then
there's better wage at that point in pretty ladies, that's a better job.
not where we were from. There weren't many
Or at
pretty
least in your
ladies.
head. At least in your head, that's what you think.
And when I left that, I joined an agricultural feed business. So we made pig and poultry food. And I sort of worked my way through the chains up to sort of management level. And I was with them for 19 years.
Wow.
And I
Damn.
just was, can I stick this any longer? You know, I got another 25 years of working, I suppose. And the way that the business and the industry had gone, I just wasn't for me. So my neighbor pulled me from that and got me a job with a identity verification business. So I was working for a London-based firm doing identity verification, dealing with some big clients. But it became quite apparent there was no money in the business. So I just started cleaning some windows again, just some friends and family. And people were like laughing, saying, "You can't make a business out of this." And I said, don't
Watch me.
Just watch me.
Watch me.
And then by October last year, I was flat out. You know, I was working 5 days a week for the business. I was doing all weekends for myself. I was even going out on lunch breaks to squeeze 2 or 3 jobs in, and I was just heading for burnout. So February came around, and I just said I'm off, and I never looked back. So I've just gone through maybe 14 months, I suppose, just working for myself.
Awesome.
And what do you find to be the most refreshing and best part about working for yourself?
It's 10 to 2. I'm sat at home, already finished.
Yeah.
But no, I'm quite strict on myself. So I'll always go out to work, because if you don't, the bills don't get paid. But I just find there's that element of freedom with it.
Yeah.
I can pick and choose who I work for. If I don't like someone, if someone I don't get on with, you're not going to get on with everyone in life. If there's a customer that doesn't pay me when I want them to pay me, I just don't work for them. Whereas if you work for a firm and you've got hundreds of people around you, you've got no escape from that. Whereas I don't care, and I've always been someone that likes to be outside anyway. So it's just even if it's cold, you know, you just make sure you're dressed appropriately and you just get on with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Layers.
so you recently spent some time at Interclean, is that correct?
Yeah, only about half a day. Because I was in Holland with a family last week for 5 days, and it just coincided with Interclean. So I'd said, you know what it's like. I said to my wife, I said, "Do you mind if I disappear off for a few hours?" And she didn't argue. I think she probably liked the break. So
nice.
so I popped off to Interclean. And you weren't allowed to go in till 10 o'clock, but I sort of talked my way in and got in a bit earlier. I spoke to a few guys, but I was only really interested in the window cleaning side, seeing what was there, because it's huge. It's like 13 show halls just rammed with anything from a vacuum cleaner, you know, to, I don't think there are any drones there, but these packs you put on, roof clean. It was just massive. It was just, I reckon you'd need 3 days probably to take it all in properly. It's just huge.
Yeah, it looked like a massive whole convention. I imagine you finally got a chance to bump elbows with Richie and a couple of your buddies.
Yeah, so funny enough, the UK show, which is only small, was maybe 3-4 weeks before. So I met up with Niels and Isabella. So Niels is like the sales guy with Maker, and Isabella's in their sort of, she does all their social media. So I met them a couple times now, and yeah, Richie was there. So I've never met Richie. And it's quite strange, because I walked up to the the stand, and Richie said, "Oh, I've just been watching a video of you." So I thought, oh, he's going to pull his phone out and say, "Oh, yeah." And then behind him, there was a screen. I don't know how big it was. And there I was on this screen. And I'm like, oh, wow, I wasn't expecting that, which is, it's cool. It's hard to explain. I don't know. It's weird. I mean,
it's gotta be an honor, right?
yeah, it definitely is. And it's, so why me? I mean, the UK guys will say that I'm a walking billboard. But I like to make a product.
It's awesome though. And as somebody who uses Maker, who has used Maker for quite some time, to see how Niels, Richie, and Casper and crew implement different ambassadors in their advertising has always been special to me. I remember when Deeds and I walked, so we did what you did. The doors don't open for certain conventions at a certain time. But if you act like you know what you're doing and you act like you belong, you can just finagle in.
Yeah.
Deeds and I did that in Vegas last year, and we roll up and we see them setting up. And our friend Damien is one of their, some of the pictures.
Right. Yeah.
One of the pictures that he uses or that he's shot was used as the billboard.
That's on the big phone out behind, and he's got his hand.
Yeah, and
Damien was here just now, I think.
Yeah, Damien and I were chatting earlier this morning too, but to see his reaction to seeing his photos being used for advertising for Maker, I'm imagining it's probably the same as to what it was for you. It's got to make you feel like, wow,
It's great, and it's a weird feeling because I was only thinking today. I think, is it something? What is this? And why am I advertising it? And I don't know. It's just, it's great. I'm the only guy in the UK that's ever been an ambassador for Maker up to now. I'm sure in the future they might kick me out the door and get someone in, but I use their products, and I think on my videos I show a bit more than a lot of window cleaners. A lot of the window cleaners, especially on TikTok, you just see a squeegee, whereas I'll always show the applicator and maybe the jitterbug. So it's just trying to bring some of that into your content, I suppose. You do take a bit of hit on the views because, especially on TikTok, there's the shorter videos definitely get more views. But
yeah, I'm a long form content kind of guy too. I really like to try to tell a story when I'm doing something. And I know that crushes my views, but I don't do it for views. I do it because I like to do it, and I like to see what it is or where my brain is going to take me, if that makes any sense.
To do this.
Yeah, and certain people find their niche. Like Cow found that he got lots and lots of views by doing videos with no music. So
yeah, he shared that
squeaking, and I could watch them. It used to make my ears hurt. So I when he was doing lots of them, I wouldn't even watch the videos because I it's hurting my ears. But he found that, and he was getting hundreds of thousands of views. Sometimes in the millions, I think. But I knew,
that's pretty outstanding. So we talk a little bit about Maker. I want to talk a little bit about, you do some pole work from time to time too.
A little bit.
I don't fancy myself a pole guy so much, but our buddy Deeds, can you hear Deeds yet?
Poles?
No.
Okay. So we got to figure something out, but I'm going to have Deeds. Deeds has a box behind him that I would love him to share, and you won't be able to hear.
Kick Deeds off and let him come back in, unless that shut the whole thing down, will it?
But we'll have, if we do that, then what would have to happen is we'd all have to get kicked out. So I'm just going to let it go.
Let's kick Rich out really quick. Tell him let's kick him out for 10 seconds and see if.
You drop out real quick. Rich, you drop out and jump back in, and we won't do this. We won't do this until you get back in. So just click on that same link. There we go. And he goes, bye-bye. Thanks for your patience, guys. Cal, want to say good morning to you. Damien, Squeegee, Tom, all of the homies. Damien, it was amazing to chat with you this morning, even though it's just a text. I always love and appreciate hearing from you. Deeds, can you hear? Or Rich, can you hear Deeds now?
No.
Hold on.
I can hear you, but not Deeds still.
Now, Deeds, I can't hear you. What the hell? Damn it, Bobby.
That's the power of the UK.
Rich, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can
We
you
are
hear
having
me?
some serious technical difficulties here. Holy shitballs. Rich, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me, Rich. No, I can't hear anybody. All right. Well, that screwed the pooch. Kick everybody out, Deeds. Resend it. Resend it.
All right, can you hear me? Testing, 1, 2.
I can hear you.
Okay, excellent, cool. Now we're just waiting for Jason here. Yeah, settings. Something was going on. Something was funky. Well, we've got it figured out. I will continue using this dull Boy Scout knife to cut into this packaging. Get rid of that.
Delivery day.
Delivery day. Yeah, it was yesterday. I was really looking forward to opening it. I'm like, you know what? I'll just do it on the podcast because it's fun. All right. Where's Jason? We got to wait for Jason. Although, never know with Jason. Him and the machines. All right. Let's see. Turn that off. So yeah, so your day is halfway over. You've got a nice day. Looks like beautiful clear weather and the skies behind you. You can't ask for a better view than that. That's like a screensaver for Microsoft or Teletubbies or something.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that is nice. Your neighbor have horses?
Yeah, at the back there's sheep in this field here right now at the moment. There's just
Neat.
a load of lambs, and the lady this side's just at a foal, so there's a baby horse runs around over there, and
Awesome.
yeah, it's cool.
Always fun to see young colts kicking in the springtime.
Yeah.
But we've got just technical difficulties on Jason's end. We'll see what's taking him so long. We can't unbox this mystery item until
Jason needs his wife to sort him out.
Honey, get up here. I need your help. I can't figure out my webcam. But it happens. It's natural. And that's what our wives are for, to help get us out of those.
Do you do mostly pressure washing? Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah, I do. I do like 70% pressure washing, 20% windows, 20% gutters. It's like 110%.
Yeah, I was going to say that didn't add up.
No, it didn't. No, I do. I'm a pressure washer who cleans windows, but I identify as a gutter cleaner. Because gutter cleaning is an easy, I don't want to say fun, but it's an easy service. You can.
Yeah, and do you
money.
do that with a vac, or do you blow it out with like a leaf blower?
I scoop it with my hand with a scoop. So I go up there, scoop it out. Now, if there's stuff all over the Jason's wondering if I'm sending a new link. I guess so.
I think he thought you wanted a new link. Yeah, or he's gonna.
Hold on, I can copy and paste it for him. Copy. But yeah, as far as gutters, I just do it by hand, and I walk around, just moving the gutter or moving the ladder, where I use a Xero pole to to pull the stuff to me.
Yeah,
with the gutter gizmo. And so I always joke with my customers, after the gutter cleaning, before it, if you want to lose 100 pounds, call Mr. Deeds, get your gutters cleaned. And that's I always get a lot of laughs from the moms. The
Now
women.
we can hear everybody.
There we are.
All right.
Mhm.
Rich, you can hear Deeds?
Testing. Yeah, he
I
can
can't
hear
hear
me.
Jason. Deed, I can hear you.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
joking, Jason. I'm joking.
Okay, I'm like,
Well, that's good.
motherfucker.
He's got jokes.
Yeah,
Take
now
I
jokes.
see you now.
Some
and
of that
now I
dry
lost
British
my
humor.
screen. Hold on. There we are.
All
right,
Windows
so-
98.
Yeah, let's back to the drawing board. All right. So here we are, backing at him. So as
Right.
I was saying,
And he's
in order for us to get some of these jobs done, we use certain tools. Deej, you had something sent to you earlier, and I'm kind of hoping some of our Shine On friends can get back on because I really wanted them to see this as well. Let's see. I think they're
Yeah,
back.
there's a few in there. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, Deeds, what is in the box, bro?
What's in the
is
box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Yeah. All right. Well, first off, we got this beautiful Xero cone. This beautiful cone tip, not your Acme cone tip, but a plastic tip. Happy. And we've got the Acme adapter and the titanium action. That's beautiful. But let's find out. Let's roll that beautiful beam footage, shall we? Feel like He-Man or something.
What is
Oh,
beautiful
That's
beam
this new
footage?
multicolored one. Yeah.
Snap! Look at this.
Very nice.
Maybe the first one out in the wild. That's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Love
And it's
seeing it.
It's going
And you've
right
got-
to work
you-
today.
You've got my address, Jason, haven't you, to send it on?
I didn't send that.
I like this. I like this
I
a
didn't
lot.
send that. That is pretty snazzy, though. Very sharp, outstanding. Nothing matters, right, Deeds?
Nothing matters. Nothing matters. Yeah, that's right. Nothing matters.
That's-
Everything
Yeah,
is-
very nice.
I believe that's the name of a.
Nothing else matters is a so.
I should tag Chris. Chris just sent me a message. There you go. Chris Lambrinides. You should be watching this, buddy.
Oh yeah, baby. This whole thing, I'm gonna get the goods. Today I've got a window cleaning job for a realtor ready package. Basically just cleaning all the windows to make it nice for pictures on Thursday. Or not Thursday, Monday. So yeah, really excited. I'll be able to show and use this pole today. I'm gonna use it for some water fed and some for high window action, but stay tuned for all that beautiful footage. It is cute though. I mean, it reminds me of those pencils from back when you were in like 3rd or 5th grade.
Oh, yeah.
that
Yeah.
you're chewing on, and I like it. It's going to get a lot of work out of it. I mean, I'm not going to put it on a pedestal. I'm going to put this baby to work with windows.
That's what it's
Got a
for.
nice shine. That's right, guys. Use your tools if you get them. But this also tells the customer, yeah, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't care.
Hey, let me ask you guys. You just brought up the Nothing Matters pencils from when we were kids.
Yes.
Do you remember? Did anybody else? Did you guys have the little machines where you put the quarter in and you got the pencils out? Did you guys have those at your school too when you were growing up?
No,
Nope.
no, I don't recall that.
I did, man. Yeah, they had this big, like, huge, massive orange box, and you pop a quarter in, you push the machine, and a couple pencils rolled out. They had that at our school library going up. I thought it was like the coolest shit.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Never seen that. But yeah, this is the Nothing Matters pole. Get it at Xero right now. I want to say Xero has a 20% off water fed going on right now.
And it matches your
So-
t-shirt as well.
It does, yes. How that works. Who thought about that? It's crazy. But yeah, it's beautiful. I'm putting it to work. I've got a fun drive to work this morning. It's outside of my service area technically, but I'm able to take one of them toll roads that are like 75 miles an hour to get there. So I'll do it. But we're gonna have some footage of this baby in action today. Hopefully a lot of guys place their orders and they'll be getting theirs in the mail today. Really solid
That's
pole.
cool.
I won't be
Speaking of
using it for gutters.
Speaking of placing orders in gutters, Deeds, Jason Rains posted earlier. He said, "Hey, you got me on that gutter kick." So he actually used my link to place an order for a gutter gizmo. So thank you, Deeds, for
Awesome.
turning on Groovy Bubbles to some great purchases. And not only that, I want to give Jason Rains, Groovy Bubbles a shout out. He did the Shine On Challenge. I think you probably saw it last night, Rich. Did you see Jason Rains, aka Groovy Bubbles, Shine On
No.
Challenge?
I think I saw the link in the chat, but I haven't had a chance to to watch it yet.
Yeah, he decided he was gonna do the feet one, man. He's like, screw it. You know, you guys are doing this no handle challenge. How about a no handle challenge? And he did it with feet.
Oh,
So
to his feet.
I remember I had that Instagram influencer. I was going to do it with her teeth, but we'll get there
yeah.
eventually. Or her shoulder, sorry. But that's it for her.
The things that we come up with, us crazy wild window cleaners.
Wild and crazy.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, 20% off all Xero products, guys. Go check it out. Get with TJ. Get with Sean Hart. Place your orders.
Tell Tyler I'm interested if he can do free shipping to the UK.
Tyler's in the house too. You can get a hold of Tyler. You can get a hold of John B. You get a hold of Kaylee. You get a hold of Jess. Anybody at WCR is going to give you a hand. Xero. All those guys. Place those orders. Get them in. He said that pole should have been named the 90s pencil.
The 90s pencil.
I'm down with it too.
My caption for the idea was Lisa Frank, but I'm pretty sure that her estate would sue the shit out of him because Lisa Frank has got like pencil money.
Yeah.
I said, well, they could call it like Frisa Lank or something like that. But
Fisa Lank.
That's going to be some video though. Deed's doing some window cleaning with a pink wig on, a dress, and that pole.
yes,
That would be
and I do have
that would be sharp.
lots of wigs, but not pink wigs. I got to talk to my wife. That'd be a little strange. I like the unisex wigs, you know, that you can cross both whatevers. But yeah, this is a nice pole. I mean, I'm going to be able to get a lot of footage today because I don't think the gentleman is home. I think it's staged and ready to go. So I'll be able to set up and do a lot of, you know, just a whole ton of crap today. Lots of video. So looking forward to that. We're going to be up in the upper 80s, 87 degrees today. How's the weather with you guys?
I don't work. I need to look.
Oh, yeah, you got centigrade.
Yeah, I have. We're going to be in the mid 80s. I want to say I'm chilly right now. I'm in a sweater. I'm in a hoodie. Shit.
It's about mid 70s here, which is quite warm for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of good footage too, so yesterday I got a call on our way home from a job. We did a post-construction clean. I got some good footage yesterday, had some fun. Billy and I had to wear hard hats and vests and fucking Levi's and boots with steel toes and all that stuff we don't normally do. So we got some good footage yesterday. On the way home, we got a call. And we're going to be doing a former NFL player's house today, which is going to be outstanding. I don't believe we'll be able to get footage, though, because last time Billy was there, he basically told him somebody else already ruined it for any home service people at my house. So no cameras, please. So we may not be able to get any footage, but the house will be dope. We're cleaning a 100-foot long pool fence, a glass pool fence. And then we're doing these nice big glass picture windows all overlooking the Valley of the Sun. So it should be a really phenomenal day. And no one will believe me because I didn't get any pictures. But
What happens?
I know what I do.
Yeah.
So, real quick, also, Squeegee Chick said, did anybody see what Craig Hensel posted this morning? I haven't seen what Craig posted. But Craig is the best. Love me some Craig Hensel. And Jess, thank you for all that you're doing and keeping everybody active. You're just Squeegee Chick is on it. So props to her. Props to her.
All right.
All right. And Tyler says just get with someone. He doesn't care. Just get with somebody if you're placing that poll.
Mm-hmm.
So get those orders in.
Squeegee Chick was asking if the sections slide very well. The answer is yes. There is a little bit of ribbing because it is like a material that is laid over the whatever. But as far as I can tell, the sections sliding are free and clear. You probably will see some traction or some friction burns after weeks of use. But all in all, it's pretty tight. Very tight. Like it.
Tight. So what's the Rich, let me ask you this. What's the most technical or the biggest pain in the ass job that you've been doing lately? And how long does it take you?
The biggest job I did was about 12 months ago. I cleaned a big manor house, and they wanted it clean traditional because there's it's a really old house. They didn't want any panes broken, and it took me 2 days on my own. There's one of the pictures, I think, in the article on the AWC mag. So that's the biggest job I've done. I've also, last year, I cleaned two churches because I'd done this. I ended up cleaning these two church windows, and some of them hadn't been cleaned for, well, they couldn't even tell you the people to do with it. So we're probably talking 20 odd years, and they were just, you having to use new rags on multiple times on some of the windows, stained glass, and they were just black. It was just filthy, really intricate. And the same week I retired from cleaning roofs and cleaning churches that same week, because I did a roof clean and I didn't sleep well for 3 days because my arms were hanging off, and I cleaned these two churches, and it's so brutal. And it's like, that's me done on that.
Yep.
But no.
When you are doing a gig that takes 2 days, when you get halfway through the first day, are you kicking yourself in the ass because you don't have somebody with you, or are you just trudging along and doing your thing?
No, I quite enjoy it. I think there's times now that I'm as busy as I am where I think having someone to help would be good, but I'm quite happy ticking along on my own at my own pace. I don't rush. I'd make sure I price the job right. I don't plod along. I work hard, but I make sure, as long as I price the job, I think that's when you're like, oh, what have I done here? And it starts to beat you up, is where you've maybe mispriced it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're priced right, then you never have anything to bitch about, right? Because
No,
your
exactly.
time is valued.
Yeah. But I hate rushing. I hate going flat out, because that's when you start doing a rubbish job, or can do, or make mistakes. And you know what it's like when something goes wrong, everything goes wrong.
Yes.
So I try not to do that. But no, it's all good fun. I enjoy it. So.
And you work out of a transit van, or what are you rocking? How do you get around?
Yeah, so I probably only 6 weeks ago I bought an electric Peugeot Expert van, and I'm just wondering whether I could show you it. I've only got 15 minutes. I wonder if I get Wi-Fi out there.
Well, let's take a look. We're going on a field trip, boys and girls. I like it.
Teletubbies.
If it drops out, I'll flip back in the house. But
There you go. Field trip. I dig it.
Taking a tour of England.
So I've got a
Nice
Peugeot Expert.
Awesome.
It's got the business logo on the front there.
Let me see that logo, because I know it's sharp as shit.
Sharp.
There you go.
RS window cleaning.
Yep.
Awesome, dude. And how do you say your last name, Rich?
Sapie. It's German.
Sapie. Okay, so I would have gone the Latin swape. So you say it again for me?
Sapie.
Sapie, okay.
Sapie.
So I would have butchered the hell out of it. Oh, that looks great, bro. That looks outstanding.
And it's actually working now. So I purify my water at home. So my water purification system's at the back of the garage. It's purifying now.
Sweet. And then you just load up into the tank?
And then I got just got a 500 litre tank in the van. Van's locked. Yeah, so I've got a 500 litre tank here.
Sweet.
Cool.
With the two pumps. And I treat them with two electric hose drills as well.
Yep.
So
Make light work.
Both of those have got like 100 meters hose on.
Smart. I like the squeegees.
Yeah, he had some new clips made recently, or somebody sent him some clips to use as holders for the channels and whatnot.
I'm back.
Yes,
He's
you are.
back. He's closer to the Wi-Fi box.
Deez was just saying he liked your clips and your handle holders for the squeegees. They're pretty sharp.
Yeah, cool.
Did you make those, or were those sent to you? I forget.
No, I bought some. I bought some holders for the electric hose drill buttons to slot into, and the guy put some squeegee hooks on for sale, and I said to him, I said, they're not going to work. I said they're too shallow. I said, you'll go over a bump and all the squeegees will fall off. So he said, right, I asked him to make some changes. So he sent me like 15 pairs or something. I said, try them out. So I've been using them for the last week, I suppose. And he's just made some changes yesterday. So he's got a wide body. He's got a wide body set and a standard channel set now. So I think they're going on into his Instagram page or selling page this week.
Awesome. Now, is he in the UK? Is he in the States?
UK based. Yeah.
You mentioned earlier, so I do have your address, and I still have a sticker pack to send you, but I was trying to UPS that shit, and it was going to be $180. So I'm like, I was like, holy shit. And I have not been back to the post office to find out what the difference is in cost in shipping via post office, but I still owe you a sticker pack that is still packed together in an envelope, that it's got a mishmash of all of the stickers that I collected from the IWCA this past February. So it is still packed and ready to go for you, but I'm waiting for that tariffs and all that other shit to come down to get it out to you, man. I can't afford $180 swing, man. My
that's
bad.
the thing with those the Xero poles. A few of us have looked at them, but the shipping's more than the pole's worth, you know?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And we can get some stuff from here, like the Sawbell. I think there's maybe only one distributor in the UK that sells Sawbell, but it's hit and miss whether they've got any in.
Yeah.
But if we keep the order to a certain amount, we can get it for like £30. I'm not sure what that's in dollars, a bit less, I think. But no.
Hey, you've been slinging some Maker brass lately, haven't you?
Yeah, I really like the Maker brass.
I knew you did. It's got a little lower level lip, correct?
Yeah, Damien uses the correct terminology for it. I can't think what it is, but it just seems to push on the glass a bit higher up the rubber. But it's funny because I've tried to go back to the Ettore or Ettore brass this week, and I can't get back used to them because I've been using the Sawbell and the Maker T-bar. I've got the very similar handles. I've tried to switch back to this round handle squeegee, and I just like, it just feels weird. I just can't get back onto the brass.
So that was you mentioned about the handle. When I switched and started using Maker mops almost exclusively, it was part of the reason was because I love the handle on it, and it was basically like a Sorbo handle. And the Sorbo handles had, when I was using the squeegees, had felt right to me. It felt right in my hand. It wasn't that rounded. And it just felt right. So then when I got the Maker, mops,
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this just feels right. Now I feel like I have each thing in my hand evenly balanced and I'm good to go. So that was one of the main reasons why I kept buying and rocking at the Maker stuff. So yeah, man, I agree.
I was the opposite way though. I used to have round handles, everything. So when I flicked to the Maker, it's like it felt a bit alien to start with. But then after a week or so, I didn't think anything of it, which meant I started using Sawbell, and I only started using I started using the Sawbell for two reasons. One, they look good.
Yeah.
And the second one was I was doing some commercial work, and anything over maybe a 14-inch, you needed to use a wide body channel. So the standard channels just weren't cutting it. So that's why I started using the Sawbell. And the third reason was the brass is cold in the winter. And
he said, let's keep it real. It gets cold.
And I'm not a fan of the brass with the rubber sleeve on it. I didn't really like that, so I just flicked, and I'm a bit soft, see, so I needed to have something that's not going to make my hands cold.
Nice.
Outstanding. Honesty is always a great policy, and truth is king. That's outstanding. So you got a little work tomorrow. How do you spend your time off? Like, what do you do with the family? How do you hang out? What's on the agenda for you guys that way? What's a fun Sunday for you guys?
Cool. I'd like to say go to the beach, but not around here. The sea's horrible here. just like to chill. I try because I'm working so much. I'd like to chill, and the boy likes to play football, so I generally will have a bit of a kick around with him. He's starting to
I
get.
was gonna say, are we talking American football or are we talking footy?
No, this is
Footy.
football that's played with a foot.
Yeah.
Footy
All
football.
right.
No,
my son's
soccer.
gonna be in New Mexico this weekend, a 6-hour drive away. He's got a footy tourney, but he's still on the mend. He's got a bad back.
And that's American football, is it?
No.
European.
My kid plays footy, and he's a baller. And I was a former player, and I truly love watching the game. I like to break it down. I've even, my wife, Marisa, even likes to kick back and sit down, and on Saturdays and Sundays, we get up early and we watch EPL or we watch La Liga. We're down for it, man. I'm a big fan.
No, but that's cool. But other than that, I used to run a lot I've been injured a bit. I used to run 40 miles a week, whatever that
Holy.
be.
Nice.
Yeah. But I've had a few injuries the past few years, so I should have been running the London Marathon this Sunday, but I dropped out. I'm going to do it the year after, next year. So
get prepared. Give you a year to get ready to kick some ass and take some names.
I'm getting old. I've got too many injuries.
How old are you, Rich?
44 in August, so 43.
You a Leo?
I am.
Me too, buddy. And I'll be 48 this year. Us old dudes got to stick together, right, Deeds?
I don't know about you guys. I'm 30 to 40 years old.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Deeds is never going to grow up. He's like, I'm a Toys R Us kid.
He's
got a pole that I play with.
In his mind, yeah, but at some point your body will tell you you're not a youngster.
Yeah. I jogged like last month for the first time in a while. And then after the fact, it's like, why did I do that? That hurt. My knees are not, what they were.
Outstanding. Well, listen, we won't keep you too long, Rich. I know that you've got stuff you're going to get taken care of. I got to get on the road. Deeds is going to go clean some gutters and shoot pictures with his new pole.
This is not going to be a gutter pole. No, sir. No, sir. This will scratch on the gutter lining. But yeah, this will be doing some pole work or some water-fed pole today for sure.
Nice. Well, at the end of the show, Rich, what we like to do is we like to give you an opportunity to give some shout outs to any people that you'd like to send some love to. Is there anybody that you'd like to say hello or tell to kick rocks to?
Yeah, so obviously, Maker, my guys. Like I say, I was at the expo speaking with Richie the other week, and there's some great products in the pipeline.
I can't wait to see.
I sworn to secrecy.
Yeah.
So keep that. So Maker. The other one is Window Cleaning Warehouse. So they're the biggest reseller in the UK. So recently they've taken sort of 5 ambassadors on Window Cleaning Warehouse. So
cool.
They're a bit like WCR, but nowhere near as big as, because the UK is obviously smaller. But they're really good. They're sort of, I think they've seen some of the value.
Yeah.
That some of the social media work is bringing to them.
Are they owned by 2 twins, like 2 Wonder Twins? And
no, they're not.
Alec and Christoph or something?
Alec and Christoph.
Yeah, I think they do some work together actually, because sometimes maybe one hasn't got the stock. So I think there's a little bit of back and forth with those guys.
Nice.
And then you've mentioned them more than I have, but the Shine On guys, they've really good group of people. Yeah, and they just keep things real. And they're good guys to be around. I mean, I've met a few of them the last 2 years now, and you've recently joined our chat, Jason, and we try to be positive. Sometimes it's not positive, but even if we dealt with Greece in that chat, there's always that element of respect, and I think, and that's paramount. You don't have to agree, you don't have to like the same products, but you're just going to be respectful, I think. So
respect goes a long way. And one thing I will say is I was really glad to get that invite. Obviously, I was friends with a couple of the guys and gals in there before, but to see the camaraderie, the unity, the brother and sisterhood, and the fellowship that's just within the chat, it was awesome. I have a couple of other chats going on with some friends, over here. Deeds and I are in a couple chats, you know, Corey Climate, Squeegee Tom. Then we have another one going with a bunch of the people that we visited with while we were at the IWCA in Orlando. And I hit on this on Wednesday's episode with Katie Sellers, who's out of Minnesota. Sometimes just being able to talk to your friends, whether it be about business or whatever, and just know that there's someone there to respond or reply, that's huge.
No,
So
it's massive, yeah, because most of us, or a lot of us, work on our own, you know. So this is our life. You're out on your own all day, and there's, you know, I come home and my wife doesn't want to talk about window cleaning.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
if she does, you know, she's not listening anyway. They don't listen to us at the best of times. So when you start talking window cleaning, you've got no
Yep.
chance. But no, it's a great group. And we got Jess in there now. Jess is the ringleader. She'll keep us all in check.
There you go.
Yeah, but no, it's good. And what you guys are doing in the UK, I don't think there's any podcasts that are as frequent as yours, or with the positive spin. And in terms of the water-fed traditional, there's still bashing of heads, you know, and
Of course.
there's a lot of, you know, the proper traditional guys in the UK, the proper businesses, should I say. Most of them have got water-fed anyway.
Yeah.
But I've left UK window cleaning chats because every single topic turned to trad rat, calling you a trad rat or a tracksuit traddy, and I'm not interested. So I just get out of it. But there's just, I don't know what it is. I'd rather just surround myself with a positive side.
Rich
you
is
don't wanna
like,
be a
yo, I
tracksuit
haven't owned
traddy.
I haven't owned a tracksuit since 1999. What are you talking about?
Cool.
I used to work for Adidas and got the DL good pricing on tracksuits.
There you go. Well, we appreciate the hell out of you coming on, man. It means a lot to us. Rich, I've wanted to track you down and get you on for a long time. I'm glad that it worked out to where you came on when also we didn't even really hit on your magazine article, but I do, you know, how real quick, how was that experience? Did you know, how did that come together?
So that came together. I think I saw towards the end of last year they sort of had said, look, if you got anyone got any sort of stuff they want, just send it into us. So all I sent in was the image of me cleaning that massive house. It took 2 days. I think it was a big imposing gothic-y looking house. So I just sent that in, and oh, this is great. Have you got any more images? And it sort of went from that. And then they came back to me. I think they sort of try and plan the whole year's worth out. And they said, we got a sort of around the globe feature. Do you want to do something on that? And I said, yes, cool. So I got a load of questions over, sent that in, some images, and it went from there. So I got in for that front cover spot though. That coveted front cover will be mine at some point.
It will be mine.
It's a good goal to have.
Great.
It's a great goal to have. And I'll tell you, so as like when you were mentioning earlier, when you turned around and you saw yourself on the maker sign, getting a magazine and then being on the cover is quite that's that same experience. It's like, what did I do to deserve this? I'm not worthy type stuff. But it does give you a pretty cool, exactly, Deeds. It does give you a pretty cool feeling in your heart and in your stomach and in your head. What did your kids think about that article? What did your wife think about it?
My wife's not seen it.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, because it's in digital.
Yeah, so I only seen it because Jess sent me the screenshot. So I'm waiting for a link. I'm trying to buy one or get one. So she's not actually seen it yet.
Oh man, it'll happen soon. It'll happen soon.
And if I showed her, she probably wouldn't even look at it anyway, you know.
Yes, she would, because then she can say my husband's in a magazine.
Yeah.
No, right on. So hold on, really Deeds may have it right there.
There we go.
Let's see. And I have it right here. Hold on, let me see. There he is too.
Yeah. Angel.
But no, I see that the guys on the covers are all really cool, and there's some good images.
Yeah. Got Eric on the cover.
There you are. Hold on, see if I can get this one up in there.
There we go.
So sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt.
I've got a friend who's a wedding photographer, or he used to be years ago, and I said, you fancy taking some images for me? So he came and did that literally just across across the road, there's a big place I clean. So yeah, that's where that all came from. And I wasn't with Maker at that time. I hadn't got a deal with Maker, but it's just another thing. Like let's get that Maker t-shirt on and see what I can do with it.
Hell yeah. And that's another
That's
thing
good.
too. And I'll tell you, I was a huge fan. I tried to get a hold of Richie because I love their gear. And that was when I got a Maker shirt, I was like, oh yeah. It felt like real. It was like, this is
Yeah,
awesome.
well,
And I know it's the same stuff and you can get gear or get swag. But when it's gifted to you from somebody like that, it just means something different. And so yeah, it's a
mine
pretty
came
cool
from
feeling.
Rui actually, because at the cleaning show in the UK last year, Rui was there. So myself, Window Scotty, and Squeegee Genius, we went there, and there were some t-shirts. So that's where that came from.
Mine came from Damien, but it was from Niels and Richie, so I will take that any way I can get it. So, and do you have one of the hoodies? Because those are sharp as shit. I love that. I love that hoodie.
I do have a hoodie. Yeah, I've seen if it was on the line, but no, it's not. It's I do have a hoodie. Yeah, they're cool.
They are cool. Well, listen,
And
we
I've got
won't
a
keep
baseball
you.
cap as well, but not this one.
Nice.
I don't have one of those. I gotta get one. But well, listen, we won't keep you. We do appreciate you coming on. Anybody else you want to give a quick shout out to? Or are you good?
My wife.
There you go.
Very nice. Thank you.
Can't forget that one. Deej,
No.
Deej, you want to wrap it up? You want me to go?
No, I'll wrap it up here. Thank you everybody for watching this morning. This is the Nothing Matters poll. As you can see, it's sleek like a pencil from your middle school days. It's awesome. It's going to get to work today. Place your order. It's 20% off. Xero. All the products 20% off today, probably this weekend. Thank you, Squeegee Rich, for coming on.
Hell
It was
yeah.
a pleasure.
Thank you very
You
much.
have one of the best views of our podcast so far. Our guests. I mean, look at that
I will
thing.
leave you with it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that is pretty outstanding.
Yeah. Thank you for everybody for watching. WCR Xero Sorbo, everybody, thank you for your support. Hopefully we can get these in the hands of some people this week and this weekend. Place your orders, guys.
Oh yeah, place those orders. Get a hold of your rep, Tyler, Jersey, Steve-O, TJ, Sean. Who else? John B. Who else?
Everybody.
Who?
Everybody.
Everybody. Get a hold of
Everybody.
them.
You can go through my affiliate link as well if you want.
Yeah,
Boom.
you can go through my affiliate link too if you want. And I want to thank Groovy Bubbles for placing an order. And I want to say thank you to Tyler again for getting me my order this week. I'm really looking forward to getting this Xero brush on the glass. I hope everybody has a great week and finishes their week strong and has a wonderful weekend. Deeds, what do you tell them?
Change your resin this week, everybody. Change the resin. You'll be surprised going from 9 parts per million to 0 parts per million. Change your resin. Change your rubbers. And get one of these.
Change
beautiful
those
Nothing Matters
rubbers. I hope the passion buckets are full and overflowing. And if they're not, be nice to somebody and maybe that will change. It's really that simple, guys. Much love.
Have a
Thank
great
you all
day.
for popping in and tuning in. Rich, you crushed today. Thank you to Chris and Alex, WCR Xero, and Sorbo, as Deed said. Tune in next week. I don't remember who our guests are, but they're going to crush.
Monday or Wednesday, Ellen Palmer Duenas.
Oh, yeah.
APD. Yeah.
APD in the house. APD. So we'll
Oh,
talk
yeah.
with Alan on Wednesday. I think we have Friday open and Monday open, which will be good because Monday I want to catch up with all you knuckleheads. We will have an open conversation. Maybe bring some of you guys on during the show as guests if you are game. So stay up, stay gold, have a wonderful weekend. And again, Squeegee Rich, I hope you have a great one. You crushed today. Have a
Game
great
on.
weekend,
Cheers,
everybody.
guys.
Be kind.
Have a good one.
How long, guys?
Take care.